and the feels like temperature is actually 44 degrees, so it's really hot. It is extremely windy, and it is about to storm pretty bad, I think. I need to salvage this video somehow. Why not show you how I survive off 7-Eleven here in Bangkok? I got my coffee. That filling is delicious. It's really not that bad. If you guys don't already know, there is a serious heat wave going on here in Bangkok, and actually in most of Southeast Asia and different areas. Recently, it's been extremely hot. I'm not even sure what the temperature is right now. It's like 3 o'clock, but I should check. It's actually 2:40 right now, and the temperature is at 37 degrees right now. That's pretty damn hot. It's definitely way hotter than it was like 3 months ago when it was averaging about 33 degrees. And from what I'm understanding is that the temperature is higher than it usually is. So there is rain coming soon. It is rainy season now. Actually, it just rained a little bit, but I mean, there's rain coming more often, more periodically now as we're approaching the rainy season. But yeah, it's been so hot here in Bangkok, and the only way you can really escape the midday heat is by going into somewhere with air conditioner or staying home. So I'm headed to one of the local malls here to show you one of my favorite meals that I have quite often. And just to give you some perspective, I did say it's 37 degrees today. The high will be 37 or 38 degrees, and we're in the mid-afternoon when it really gets to its hottest point. This is just the time I chose to come out, and the feels like temperature is actually 44 degrees, so it's really hot. Humidity is only at 50% right now, which is considerably low for the humidity range that there is here in Thailand and in Bangkok. Alright guys, I've just arrived here to Central World. As you can tell on the side of me, that's the main road out there, and it's actually really wet, so it definitely just rained in this area. Now, I did just come from the Ekamai area and it wasn't raining, so maybe they had a little rainstorm here, but as I was saying, rainy season is approaching, and I've realized that it's pretty much saying on the weather app that it's going to rain almost every day, like a little percentage or a little part of the day. And it's good because it cools it off a little bit, which is nice, but it does up the humidity, which is the other problem, man. I don't know how some of the people are dealing with it here. I find it very, very hot and very uncomfortable to be out during the day. Like, I'm sweating, and this thing makes me sweat even more, but I wear this because I prefer a backpack, and actually a backpack is even worse right now, so that's why I have this. Try to carry less things. But yeah, let's talk more about the weather change here, and let's head into the food court and get something to eat because I'm quite starving. Well guys, the plans changed very suddenly. I went to that place, it was closed, there was a sign that said be back soon. I sat down and I had a Pepsi to try to waited like 20 minutes and no one came back, so I don't know how long they were on break for, but I was tight scheduled today, so I didn't feel like waiting for the place to be back open, and instead I grabbed a slice of pizza and then I left the mall because I got to get back to where I'm staying, and yeah, this video kind of just went downhill today, so maybe I'll go back there and try that on camera again soon. Well, I've just come back to my apartment now. If you can't tell, it is extremely windy, and it is about to storm pretty bad, I think. The skies are pretty dark everywhere around, the leaves are blowing, the wind is going, and yeah, I think I made it back in time. And maybe it's a good thing that that place wasn't open at Central World and I couldn't try it. But we're gonna go back there, we're gonna try that soon, and yeah, see you soon. Well guys, it's the next day, and I figured I need to salvage this video somehow. I don't want to just waste the filming that I already did from yesterday. So I figured, why not show you how I survive off 7-Eleven here in Bangkok. I'm always eating 7-Eleven, to be honest. I eat it a little bit too much, probably more than other people. Or maybe not more than other people, but I do enjoy some of the food from 7-Eleven. It's very convenient, it's quick. I have a 7-Eleven on my street here. It takes me literally 3 minutes to walk to it, so I'm going there quite often. And today I have a pretty busy day, so why not go to 7-Eleven a few different times, try some different things. Right now, it's about 11:30 in the morning. I'm actually gonna go there and get a coffee again. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so I'm gonna go there, get a coffee and something to eat, show you some of the things I like to eat from there. And right now, it's actually raining a lot. It just stormed pretty heavily, but it's rainy season coming, so it's gonna be raining more often. But let's head in there and see what we can get. I just picked up a few things here. As you can see, I got my coffee. I have a little muffin. I love eating the little muffins from there. And I'm gonna show you more about it and tell you more about it. I have another thing in my pocket, but I need to get inside because it's raining. And I just stepped in a giant puddle and I don't wanna get soaked. And it's actually hard to do it on the road here as there's traffic and vehicles can splash me very easily, right? So let's get inside and I'll show you just two of the things I like to buy on the regular. And then we'll go back there later on and I'll have more food and I'll tell you more about my 7-Eleven addiction. Well, here I am. I just made it to my balcony here. It's not much of a balcony, but yeah, the lighting in my apartment where I'm staying, it's an old building, so it's pretty atrocious. And this is the best place to have lighting right now while it's a little bit rainy out there. But what I got here is I got an iced espresso, which is super good. I actually made it less sweet than they usually make it because sometimes it's too sweet. But this right here was 35 Thai baht, which is excellent. A very good price of coffee. Many people get Starbucks or 7-Eleven coffee all the time. So anyways, the things I did get here is a muffin. This is 12. This is actually one of the more expensive muffins because it's orange flavored. They have so many different kinds. And then my other go-to thing is the rice burger or rice patty sandwich. It's a grilled pork sticky rice burger. And they have different ones. They have spicy, they have ones with curry, they have ones with minced pork, and then I think they have one with minced chicken or minced beef or something. But this is usually one of my go-to snacks or something to eat from 7-Eleven. It's only 29 Thai baht for this, so it's super, super affordable. But let me show you this muffin. Open this up. Here it is. Now, immediately, when you open it, you can just smell the sugar, the orange flavor to it. And many people don't like orange, so this is one of the ones that don't sell out too often. But in my opinion, orange is delicious. Looks like a corn muffin, if you ever had a corn muffin, but it is so, so sweet, but so, so delicious. And you can see there's a little bit of orange filling in there, right there. I don't know how good this camera angle is. It's not the best here, but super, super phenomenal. I love eating these. I'm not gonna lie, I eat them more often than I should. I usually have them in the morning with coffee, or sometimes after I eat dinner, I'll have them as like a late night snack. It's just filled right there in the bottom. It's kind of filled unevenly, but still, that filling is delicious. And the other reason why I love it is because it's 12 baht. So for 12 baht, I can have a breakfast. Because a muffin's good enough for me in the morning. I don't need to eat right away. I usually like to wait until like noontime. I'll just have something small in the morning. And this does it for me. And I believe according to the package, 190 calories. Not too bad. The other thing I bought here is it's a rice burger they call it, or a rice patty burger. It's actually pork meat. Rice in the form of like patty buns or hamburger buns, and it's a very common thing that you eat there in 7-Eleven. Very easy to make, very cheap, 29 baht. All you do is rip the bag, put it in the microwave for like a minute and a half, and heat it up, and you're good to go. And it's a good go-to snack, and it's kind of strange to be honest. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It depends on how well it's cooked. If it's undercooked, it's very hard. If it's overcooked, it's very soft. So it can be hit or miss, but it is interesting because it's a rice burger. It's like an alternative to a hamburger with a bun, and it's like this. So let's try it out. It's all hot. Now the only thing I don't really like about it is that it's very sticky. It sticks to your mouth everywhere. It sticks to your teeth, so it's hard to eat, but it is pretty good. There's some like sauce in there or something. I'm not really sure what it is, but it has like a sweet taste to it. This rice patty burger, whatever you want to call it, there's many options. Like I was saying, curry, There's the minced meat one. There's the spicy one. This one actually, I think, is made with garlic, so it's very mild. It's not spicy at all, and it's good. I like the other one that is spicy, but I try not to eat it too much, as sometimes the spice is overwhelming and it's a little spicy, and I don't want to have spice one night. So I get this when I'm feeling just plain or regular, right? But nonetheless, it is really delicious. It's extremely hot, so it's really hard to touch. But it's funny that it comes in this little thingy, and I guess you can eat it out of here, or you can take it out and hold it, but damn is it hot. It's really not that bad. So far today, I've had the muffin, I've had this, I've had a coffee from 7-Eleven. That's 3 different things. So I will go in a little bit to get something else probably. Now, this isn't necessarily going to be 24 hours of eating 7-Eleven, but I'm just going to eat 7-Eleven today to kind of make up for how yesterday went and how it didn't work out when I wanted to eat that food that I tried to get. And I had that pizza and I didn't record myself eating the pizza because, yeah, I just didn't feel like it. But this video, I guess, is about how hot it is in Bangkok and how you can survive off of 7-Eleven. So I'll see you guys in a little bit for something different. So to prove to you guys that I use 7-Eleven quite often, I want to show you my collection of plastic from 7-Eleven. So here it is. This is just a small collection of the things I have from 7-Eleven. Some containers of eating porridge, some noodle soup, some fish soup, whatever you want to call it. And then here, these are the to-go containers of like pad kaprao or the rice and chicken. Those are what I eat the most, as you can see. There's maybe 20 of them right there. Now there is only like maybe 1/4 of what I used to have, because I would buy 7-Eleven, I would finish the meal. Instead of throwing the container away, I would wash it and I would just put it in the cabinet there. And I would save it in case I needed to use it again. If I made some food, I needed to store it in the fridge, I could use it again. And also, I kind of felt bad always just throwing so much plastic into the garbage and stuff like that. So I would just put it there and say, oh, maybe I'll be able to use it again for something, some prepared meals in the fridge. And of course, I have so many of them now that I'm never going to use them all. And I need to throw them away. I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, with 7-Eleven, you get so much plastic. So as you saw, the wrapper for the muffin, the container for the coffee, the container for the rice chicken patty thing that I just had, and you'll see later, more and more. You get so much plastic from 7-Eleven. So that's the negative side of buying things from 7-Eleven. But as long as you recycle it, it's okay, I guess. I try to recycle it as much as I can. We have recycling in the building, so I always put it in the recycling thing. I don't just throw it in a regular garbage where they need to separate it after it's already separated for when they pick it up. All right, guys, it's that time again. It's time to eat some more 7-Eleven food. I'm actually quite hungry right now. But I want to say, today is beautiful. After that rain, it cleared up. The sun came out just a little bit, but not much. It's still overcast and very gloomy, but the weather is very comfortable. Right now it's 31 degrees, 69% humidity, so the humidity is high, but it doesn't feel like it because you have a little bit of wind today. And actually, the feels like temperature is 35, but it's still much more bearable than it was yesterday when it was extremely hot out. Yeah, and to give you some more perspective, it's only 4:15 in the afternoon. So generally, normally, every day, it's just scorching hot at that time. So it feels good for once to have a more comfortable temperature like this. But we're gonna go to the 7-Eleven. I'm actually going to a different one this time. I don't want to go back to the same one. I want to go to a different one. Maybe they'll have more options, and try a couple more things that are my favorites, show you how much they cost, and why I always eat them. All right, I got a few things from 7-Eleven that I'm going to snack on now until I have a main meal in a few hours. Like I said, it's only 4:30ish right now. One of the things I got that I'd love to get from 7-Eleven are the Lay's chips. Obviously, Lay's is a company, well, actually, I don't know. It looks like it's printed different. Maybe it's like a knockoff of Lay's. I'm not really sure. Maybe you guys can tell me. But here, their chips, they have so many crazy flavors and combinations that I've never seen before. Way more crazy than the US, and it's a good crazy, not a bad thing. But this is the boat noodle one, and the boat noodle one is super delicious. But I did get the iconic toasty. I had them warm it up, and I just had to wait to get back here to eat it. Also because it's raging hot every time they make it. You can't really eat it right away. You need to wait a couple seconds. But I did get the original ham and cheese. Nothing too special here, as you can see. They make it in like a a panini maker or something like that. I don't have one at the house, so I have to have them make it. But it's super, super delicious. Sometimes I throw an egg on it. When I say this is super delicious, I don't mean like the best food ever. I mean super delicious if you're starving, if you're drunk, if you need something quick. It's good for the money because it is 29 baht for this, so it's less than $1. Well, it's pretty basic, but sometimes a basic meal tastes really good. But this here, it's just ham, cheese, bread, and maybe there's something on it. I don't think so. I think it's just cheese. Maybe there's like mayo. It could use some like chili sauce or something spicy to go on it. That's why sometimes I throw the egg on it to make it better. But overall, it's not a bad sandwich. It's something to have very quick when you're on the go. Now time for the boat noodles. Ooh. Now as soon as you open these things, they smell freaking good. And I want to say, sorry about the background here. The background here, it's just so crappy. I know this is a weird setting, but I'm just trying to get out one video while I'm back here in Bangkok. I'm gonna make some more, but I do plan on making another 7-Eleven video where I will eat from the 7-Eleven, go to places nearby to eat outside where there's better scenery and not this air conditioner unit next to me. But there's so much flavor in these chips. Like when you eat them, it's hard to say what exactly you're tasting. It is a mixture of this dish here, this boat noodle. I feel like I get a lot of the broth taste more than anything, so the spices and stuff, but it's really interesting how they can take that dish and make it into chips. Now I can't tell you really what ingredients are in here because it looks like it's all in Thai, and I have no idea. Oh wait, no, I think some are in, oh, some is in English. Potatoes, oil, seasoning. Yeah, seasoning, really. That's most of it. Packaging gas. I mean, that's why you only get, 25% of the bag of chips. But, yeah, it's pretty good. Uh-oh. Super, super salty, though. That's for sure. But these are one of my go-tos. I eat Doritos a lot, to be honest. Doritos are more expensive than most of the other chips, but I just love Doritos. They're like my go-to snack, and they're so good. But these are also delicious. Now they have a lot of seafood chips, a lot of other ones, but I usually pick these over any other ones. I know people like that Tom Yum chips, I think it is. Oh, man, this one is good. I mean, maybe it's new too. This is what you gotta do. You gotta take the chips, put them on the sandwich, make the sandwich taste a little bit better here. Just like this. Childhood memories right there. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a child, I used to always have sandwiches for lunch, for a snack, and it was always some sort of meat, the cheese, and then I would always put chips on it just to give it that crunch. Oh, and the soft bread, the way it would just like all stick together as you were eating it, it was so delicious. Let me know. You guys ever do this? Have you ever done it? If not, you should try it. But one of the best things about this sandwich is this crusty part, the middle part that is in here from the device that they cook it with. Oh man, that part's so good. I just love the hardness or the crispiness of it. Oh yeah, so the chips were 22 baht, so that's the normal price for the small bag of chips. Sandwich 29 baht, very good price. And then usually I like to get Coke Zero. This is actually from a few days ago. I just pulled it out of the fridge. I did get another soda, a local soda, that I will try later with my dinner. But Coke Zero is always my go-to too. It's like if I need something else that's not water, I usually go for the small Coke Zero cans. They didn't have any in there this time, but they're like 12 baht. And it's like just the right amount. That's why I also only have this much of Coke Zero left, because I try to drink small amounts of it, not too much. But it's always so good, man. All right, well, I'm gonna chill, and then I'll see you guys in a bit for dinner, where I'm gonna have like one of the best meals that I'd love to have. I mean, I'd like to have them all, so they're all good. All right, guys, well, it is time for my final meal. It is time to wrap up this video. Now, I'm in my kitchen here again, where I was earlier, and I've had to use some artificial lighting because the light above me doesn't work. Don't know what happened. It was working recently, but now it's not. But I want to say, I did get a local drink here. I like to get this local drink sometimes. It's called the Singa lemon soda, 0 sugar. That's why I get it. Also why I drink 0 sugar Coca-Cola, because I like the taste of them, but I don't really want the sugar. I want to try to stay somewhat healthy, right? So here it is. Tastes to me like a, without the lime of course, but like a lemon lime 7-Up or something. Although it's not like Sprite, it's a little bit more neutral, more lemony, more juicy like, but it's damn good. So this meal that I'm having as my last meal here is called pork fried rice. That's the name of it. I don't get this one that often. I get this one once in a while, but it's pretty good. It's actually got the chicken in it. It has some greens, some reds. It has a little bit of egg in it, rice, and I believe there's some sort of sauce in there because it has like a tangy, sweet taste to it. But yeah, this is going to be my dinner meal tonight. As you can see, here it is. I added some cucumber to it. Cucumber doesn't come with it, but oh, there is tomato in it also. And yeah, I'm sweating right now because there's no AC in my kitchen, but it's what it is. And here we go. So the reason why, oh, there's actually onion in here too, as I'm saying. The reason why I eat these so much is because they're so convenient. They're so cheap. This is 39 baht. The soda was 16 baht. But you can have these to go. Like, you can bring them home. You can have them on the street. You can have them pretty much anywhere, and they're so simple. Like, it's rice, some meat, some veggies mixed up in it, and it tastes like something you would cook at home. It's just from 7-Eleven, and maybe it's a lower quality, but I really enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. But I add some cucumbers, some salt and pepper to give it a little oomph, or oomph. I don't know. As I was saying, 7-Eleven is my go-to thing. I just love to go to 7-Eleven because it's so quick, so easy, it's near me. I don't really have to think about where I'm going. And if I'm not going out trying a new restaurant or looking for something to eat in the street, 7-Eleven. It's easy. And as I said earlier, I like 7-Eleven a lot, as I showed you already. These are the same containers. I've had these meals so much. Now this one, like I said, I've only had a few times. I don't get it that much, but once in a while I like to switch it up. Usually it's the garlic chicken, and it's the spicy beef one, but tonight it's this one. Soon I want to do a few videos at 7-Eleven because they have a lot of burgers, they have a lot of other foods, and I would like to do some specific videos like trying their burgers, or I don't know, trying the seafood or something like that, right? But yeah, I tried to save this video from yesterday and the restaurant not being open, but this is all I really got for today, and it was pretty much a crappy video. I don't really like it, to be honest. I'll see how it is in the editing process. Maybe this will be in there, maybe it won't. But definitely gonna make some new videos coming soon here in Bangkok, so stay tuned for those. And another reason why I like these meals is because sometimes I have simple meals in my life. I don't need something too crazy with so many spices and so many ingredients. Sometimes simple is good enough for me. Just give me some nutrients, get me to be full, and then it's good. And so that's why sometimes I eat this, but also because I'm not rich and I don't have money to spend in a restaurant all the time. I do cook at here, or I do cook at home often, but you know, sometimes I'm just not feeling like cooking, especially when it's very hot. As I was saying, there's no AC in here and you just sweat. And actually, I'm sweating right now. You can't tell because of the grainy footage and how the quality is, but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna see you guys soon. Peace.